All right. Welcome back. This is going to be still here in this chapter 62. I don't know, maybe about 6 or 7 more videos before we really finish this whole thing, you guys. So I hope you stick to it at the end. We're now in the second triad of branches. I just finished the first branch, which was eternal life. And now this is the second branch in the triad of eternal life, holy work, and peace. And here we go. I got to start because it's pretty long. We're only going to get through holy work, and then I'm going to do peace on the next video. All right, guys? All right, so here we go. The symbol for contemplation of the branch course of holy work is a triangle consisting of 3 fairy bees. They have green and gold stripes on their wings, and their wings are silver, of the Essene tree of life. One bee is at the top center point, and the other 2 are at the 2 points at the base of that triangle. One bee for each point. The fairy bees of the Essene Tree of Life are noted for their humble yet lofty service work for the good of all. Their golden honey is spiritual gold because bees, even earthly bees, are a widely known symbol for work. After all, have you ever met a lazy bee? These 3 fairy bees arranged as a triangle indicate that the holy creative trinity of self-replication is itself the ultimate symbol of holy work, which is also sometimes called creative work. This symbol of contemplation indicates that the holy creative trinity itself is busy at work. That work is the activity of creation. Any bee is a busy bee when making honey, but know that the honey of honeybees is simply a token of the sweetness of the heavenly honey that is made by the fairy bees of Madhiba. I don't know if you guys see my videos on this Madhiba or Madhiba, but it's really good. It's the highest heaven within the mother ovum. Okay, so that's what it said, that the honey that is made by the fairy bees of Madhiba. Those fairy bees pollinate the flowers of the tree of life by performing acts of archetypal goodness and holy work. As the fairy bees perform good deeds, the transcendental honey stored in the fairy beehive increases. Worldly economic thinking would expect it to decrease. Some people, such as worldly scientists that believe not in spirit, deny the existence of archetypical goodness, archetypal goodness, but not the fairy bees. They, like I, invite you to be an otherworldly scientist. They, like I, invite you to be our otherworldly sciences. They do not deny the true findings of the natural sciences of worldly scholars, but include those findings and interpret them in the context of a much broader, transcendentally higher level of spiritual awareness. Notice that the branch of holy work is not simply called work, but is called holy work. The reason that Nazarenes also call holy work creative work is that we know that only holy work is ultimately expansive, and expansion is I'm getting tongue tied. Hold on. The reason that the Nazarenes also call holy work creative work is that we know that only holy work is ultimately expansive. And expansion of Sat Chit Ananda is the ultimate work of creation. Holy work is that which expands Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss, and that work is what we call goodness. Certainly there are degrees of goodness. What is good to one being may appear quite bad to another. As we rise in consciousness and ability as a being, our conception of and ability to manifest goodness will expand. As you live up to the goodness you know, behold, even greater, ever greater goodness will be revealed. So, goodness is relative to your station on the scale of life, the rung you occupy on the spiral ladder of being. Your ascension in the cosmic school system to progressively higher and higher heavenly worlds is linked to your ascension in goodness on behalf of supernal love, which is expressed as holy work. This holy work includes not only the work of your hands, but also the works of your very soul that are expressed in the field of activity that is the mother ovum. Know this, your ascension is highly accelerated each time you more fully embrace holy work. At those times, a leap up the ladder is made, but will still be other rungs to ascend on the spiral ladder of being. Wherefore I say your ascension in goodness is a work in progress. Behold, a soldier that works his trade because he wants to feed his family is at one level of goodness. It is goodness that he wants to feed his family. The soldier that quits killing in recognition of even higher goodness can feed his family the bread of life. Then he can find less violent work to feed his family, the ordinary bread made of grain. He will ascend in his experience of Sat Chit Ananda. From his higher level of awareness, he will realize and manifest higher degrees of goodness. The outflow of the outflow of that enhanced manifestation of goodness will result in an inflow of further insights and ever higher ascension in harmonious inner peace. And the process of progressive realization and manifestation of goodness will continue. Your life work becomes ever sweeter, ever more harmonious. Such is the limitless, expansive path of ascension and goodness to the degree that you devote your eternal life to doing holy work. You will experience and express their child, the child of the branch of eternal life and the branch of holy work. The name of that child is Shalom, meaning harmonious peace. And that is why the three forces of the second triad of branches, eternal life, holy work, and peace, together form a trinity, the activity of life triad. Eternal life flows naturally into holy work, and holy work flows naturally into peace. All right, so the concept of contemplation for holy work is the contemplation of various answers to the following questions. How can I best help holy goodness here and now? Each time you ask that question, different answers may arise, since as time passes and lessons are learned, you'll find yourself in various places and situations where those you help will have various and unique needs. Also, as you progressively ascend in spiritual enlightenment, your own ability to creatively express goodness is correspondingly multiplied, as is your level of understanding in regards to the power of your choices and the corresponding ability to attract preferable outcomes in the cause of archetypal goodness. And that, my friend, is intimately related to the science of alternative futures and currently available alternative realities. Behold, as your understanding of goodness increases, so does your doing of goodness increase, both in frequency and qualitativity. Likewise, with each good deed, your understanding of goodness increases. You become within yourself a scientist of the esoteric supernal reality. That reality is veiled in your own life experience, dedicated to expressing the creative goodness of the nod of wisdom to love. Ultimate reality, according to my yoga, is creative love expressed in holy work. That, in a nutshell, is my yoga. Will you take that yoke and carry that cross? Truly, I tell you, my disciples. Truly, I tell you, my true disciples, this truth, the truly good need not ask what is goodness, for lo, they know it, feel it, and act it, fanning the flame of goodness within and around. My true disciples, disciples of supernal love expressed in holy work, do not accept the false yoke of worldly and limited interpretations of scientific reality in regards to the existence of archetype goodness. Rather, they worship archetype goodness. Lo, holy work can and ultimately should include what you do to earn your daily bread, but it is never limited to that. For behold, wherever you are, at work or home, every good act is holy work. To share cheerful and helpful words with a coworker at the job by which you earn your daily bread is clearly an act of holy work, even if the job is seemingly mundane, like laying bricks or gathering firewood. Yea, I say unto any who want to be my disciples in Essene Yoga, be thou a worker of creative love expressed in holy works of goodness. Know this, those that are blind to or deny the existence of goodness have put out their own eyes and plugged their own ears. Let those that were once blind come to me by the yoke of holy works of creative love and expanding goodness. They will gain the best sight, that is spiritual sight, in the only unlimited light that is the nod of wisdom to love, the creative ascending spiral that is universal, YHWH, the ultimately expanding all. That is only possible in an ultimate reality that expresses itself via the supreme goodness that is eventually universal salvation of all beings in universal love. Those that deny ultimate goodness are recognized by their lack of inner peace. For lo, only those in harmony with expanding goodness experience inner peace. The chief messenger angel of the branch force of holy work is Ebed. Understand this about the elevation of Ebed to the exalted status of chief messenger angel of the branch of holy work. The majority of his good works are not mentioned in the Megillah, for the holy works of Ebed were most often done without his blowing a trumpet or seeking recognition. Even so, his every good work was in fact witnessed by Elohim, for the Lord Christ and Lady Christ live in those that live in us. Behold, Ebed became a very advanced Essene yogi. His special emphasis was in living and teaching about karma yoga, which is the yoga of holy work motivated by supernal love and highest wisdom. Like holy Ebed, let the disciples of the co-messiahship of the Lord Christ and Lady Christ perform untrumpted daily acts of holy work and loving kindness expressed in the field of activity that is human life. The second triad is about the way or of refinement of immature vibrations via spiritual evolution in the mother ovum, an ascending musical scale based on ascending octaves that can be called the divine music or the divine song. That music is harmonious, peaceful, when heard as one all-inclusive cosmic Aum. The sound of expanding creative love expressed in the field of activity called the mother ovum, a spiral whirlwind that evolves towards divine shalom. That harmonious divine shalom is the fruit, the child of the embrace of eternal life and holy work. Okay, so I'm going to end it here and come back with the symbols and all that for the branch force, for the force of the branch of peace, okay? So shalom, because that was long, that was just holy work. Now we got one more branch in this triad of branches, and then we'll be done with the second triad, the Essene tree of life. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Shalom.